guys, today I'm back with a video that's not cluttery related and not planner related. I will do some more clutter videos or declutter videos. I really want to do the kids ones next. And you know, they keep going to school and being out of the house. I wanted them to be involved in decluttering and getting rid of some of the stuff that they don't need. I'll probably do them one at a time because Ella really wants to do her video and she wants to kind of go through her room. I'm sure there's tons of stuff she could get rid of. So we'll do that kind of separately, and then I'm going to go through my desk and various other things. But I'm taking a break from the clutter videos this week, or at least over the next couple of days, to show you what is in my bag. Also a bit of a reveal. I know you saw it in a haul not that long ago, but I've had quite a few requests to show what's in it, a kind of more in-depth video about the bag, potentially a bit of a review. I've had it for a couple of months now, and I feel like I can do that. And just, you know, I still love this bag so much. It's not one day have I regretted purchasing it. I got a really good deal on it. If I can find any sales on this particular style, I'll link it below, or just kind of anything in this particular size. But this is the Rockie from Wang. I had the Rocco that I purchased from eBay a year or so ago, maybe 2 years now. Absolutely loved that bag, but it's a little bit big. I was surprised because I assumed that that would be the right size for me, but because I am quite petite, I'm not particularly, like, you know, skinny, but I'm very short, and I don't feel like that size of bag. I mean, it looks okay, but I felt like maybe it was a little bit big for me for a day-to-day wear. If I'm going away for the weekend, I can actually fit pretty much everything I need in it, plus my normal handbag stuff. So that's perfect, and I won't be getting rid of it anytime soon. It's like a forest green with a silvery gunmetal hardware, which I love. But this was the bag that I wanted all along. I actually looked for this bag when we went to New York last 2 years ago, and I had the cash, I'd saved up, I changed it into dollars, and that's what I was getting. And if you remember my vlogs from way back then, I just couldn't bite the bullet and do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't actually purchase it. Once I had it in my hands, I couldn't do it. So, very recently, just before Christmas, I managed to get 30% off this bag in a very exclusive sale. Very exclusive, do kind of sporadic deals throughout the year, where they'll just do 30% off everything. I couldn't believe that this was included. I was so close to purchasing it before it was even on sales. The fact that I got it for 30% off was amazing. I'm just totally, completely enamored with this bag. It's the pebbled leather, the same as the other one that I have, but it's a little bit shinier. I don't know if that's because it's newer, but it is a little bit shinier. I don't know, it's quite stiff. I feel like I could pretty much do anything to this bag and it would be completely fine. A little bit like with my Philip Lim Pashley, and I kind of have my eye on a mini Pashley at the moment, when I've been kind of looking over things and thinking, what would be my big purchase from New York? If I was to buy one big thing, what would it be? Kind of in two minds. I mean, you never know what shoe sales are going to be on, is the thing. I passed up on some amazing orchid coloured, they would have perfectly matched my Philip Lim Pashley actually, orchid coloured So-Kates from Christian Louboutin in the Harvey Nichols sale before Christmas, and they were like half price, and I wanted them so badly. But honestly, I kind of keep looking back at them and going, oh, they were the shoes that got away. But to be honest, they were too high, and I feel like the ones that I already have are 20 millimeters shorter, and they're already kind of as high as I want them to be. So I would have purchased them just because they were in the sale. They weren't necessarily the exact style I would have wanted, so I have to make my peace with that. But when we went to New York last time, the shoe sales were absolutely amazing, and we only went about a week earlier than we're going this time. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the sales are still on by the time we go shopping, which will be the 1st of Feb, which will be the earliest we can go shopping. Let me know if you kind of have been around New York. I've done it before at this time of year, but I've never done kind of designer shopping or sales shopping at this time. So let me know if the sales are still on come the 1st of February, because I'm hoping that they are. If they're not, I still have my eye on the Pashley, the mini one, we'll see. But for now, let's talk about the one that I have in my hands. So this is the Wang Rockie, which is the mediumest size now. I think it actually might be the second smallest. I think there's a very large one. I could be wrong. I feel like there was one, like a Dumbo maybe, or maybe that was just the Rocco without the large strap. I don't know. I feel like there was a larger one. Then there was the Rocco. Then there's this one, which is the smaller size, and then there's the mini Rockie, which I also had my eye on because it was cheaper, effectively. But I ended up getting this for about the same size as the mini one anyway because of the sale. So hey ho. The mini one looks cute, but it's definitely more of an evening bag, not a bag necessarily that I could fit everything I needed in it. day to day, especially when you've got kids. It's really difficult to not carry totally unnecessary things. So I'm going to show you a bit of that right now and show you what I have in this bag. It's like a TARDIS. I never knew it would carry so much stuff, but it really, really does. One thing people ask me about a lot is the zip. Is the zip annoying because it's got that curved zip and it's a little bit difficult to zip up? To be quite honest, I don't zip it up all that often. Once I come back from New York, this will be my bag that I'm taking with me, we'll see how annoyed I am with it, because I'll have to be zipping it up all the time, because obviously we're out in public, it's a crowded city, and I should be zipping up my bag. I went to London last weekend and I was zipping it up. It wasn't a major issue. I didn't feel like it was a major issue. One thing that I really like about the bag, zipping up in this way, is, let's say once I've unzipped it, because if I do zip it, I only really unzip it kind of to a point where there's a little bit that I can get my hand in there. You can actually unzip it by like ripping it open. That's not damaging the bag at all, but if you find it really difficult to zip and unzip, unzipping it is super easy. So I don't know, I don't find it to be an issue. I know some people do. It's also substantially less heavy than the other Rocco that I have as well. So the first thing I have in here is a purse. This was an absolute bargain. This is a C by Chloe purse. And I think I'm actually going to switch this out. I got it just after Christmas, so it's only really quite new, but I think I'm going to switch it out for a purse that I've been waiting to use for New York, which was from Kate Spade. I'll show you that in another video. This is the one I have at the moment. I got it from TK Maxx for about £29. Total bargain. Really thick, substantial purse. I love it. I then have my camera. This is my vloggy camera. And I've been trying to get to grips with it, because I honestly am rubbish with cameras. To say that I use them on a daily basis for my work, for YouTube and vlogging, I am rubbish. I use everything on automatic settings. I kind of vaguely know about ISO and what was the other one? I don't know about it all, do I? What is it called? Aperture? Aperture. ISO and aperture. And like blurring things and shutter speed and letting in light, all that stuff. I kind of vaguely know about those things. But I find that with this camera, because people rave about the pen, with this camera, I find that when I'm out and about, the pictures that I take tend to be blurry. I find it really difficult to take pictures. So I'm gonna, in the next couple of weeks before we go to New York, I'm gonna have to sit down and really see if I can learn how to take pictures properly before I decide whether this is gonna be the only camera that I take with me, because I feel like I'm gonna miss my big camera. I don't know. I mean, Emma's gonna be with me and she'll have her big camera with her, and so maybe, you know, I'll just kind of swap and change with her and borrow her camera. But this is the best vlogging camera. I love that it's got the flip out screen. It's great quality, great sound quality. So I would take this anyway. I don't really want to have to have two massive cameras in my bag. Next I have, God, I have all kinds of stuff in here. I think this is an empty packet of ibuprofen. My seat reservation for London the other day, a napkin, more napkins. This is having a children thing. Oh, these are my tickets. I was going to save the tickets because the kids want to do like a scrapbook of the little day out. Then I've got my headphone pouch and my headphones. Why they're not in the pouch, I don't know, but they're not. These are the, what are they called? Friends. I'm so mad about these because they are scuffed. They're like all scratched up around there, if you can see that, which is kind of annoying. I know you can get different pads for these. I have no idea how you would take them off, because you can get different things that go on there. I don't know if I can get replacement ones. They're called something Friends. I don't know. I think they're called Layla. I have a bit of a Christmas card that the kids made. I don't know where the rest of the card went. A leaflet about Viviscal, which is some kind of supplement for your hair. I have, oh, do you know what? I had this in here all this time, and I forgot to mention it in my what I got for Christmas video. This is the box. It's called My Lily Bell. That this came in, that Laura bought me for Christmas. It's basically like a little bracelet. I've been wearing it all the time actually, and it's not tarnished or anything. A little bracelet with a heart, and the heart's got my name engraved on it. How cute is that? So that's what that was. I'll just put it back on, otherwise I'll lose it. More train tickets, a shopping list, a SIM card, rubbish, free 6-inch sub at Subway, receipts, a Star Wars label, receipts, Oh, the thank you card from Joe, who gave me the Game Boy thank you card. And actually, I might have a little bit of time today to play with that Game Boy, because Milo's been off school for a week with chickenpox and I haven't had any time to myself, so I'm finally sitting down and filming some videos. Maybe I'll take a break and play the Game Boy. I've got more stuff to do with the SIM card. I basically got Ella a SIM card and stuff for my old phone, and a top-up card. Legit. Can you even remember top-up cards? A Liberty loyalty card. I don't know why I've got a loyalty card. I don't go in very often. More stuff to do with the SIM card. Fork. A used fork. You see how precious I am about my handbags. A tag from inside my top because that was annoying me and I cut it out. This is pretty cool. It is breath freshener, breath spray. It's called Hello. Hang on. I think this one was pink grapefruit and then that was actually some adapters that we had ordered for our trip at the end of the month, and they've taken like 2 weeks to arrive, and Lee emailed them yesterday and said they haven't arrived, so they've sent us some more. They just arrived, so I think we're gonna get some. More stuff to do with SIM card, more receipts, After 8 wrapper, proof that it's almost the end of After 8 season. Some, I don't even, what is this? Zantac Rapidol. I have some real tummy trouble sometimes, and I have like, I've normally got all kinds of stuff in there. Imodium, all the stuff that you should have in your bag. And then the bottom of my bag, I mean, I have some more train tickets, top-up card things. Oh, I have a rather fetching new passport photo. Some change, one of which is, I think, €1. When was the last time I was in Europe? I have no idea. €1 and 5p. I think the last bits that are in here are all makeup. So let's go through and see what I have. I have the, I feel like this was called Cat's Wing. Oh, it is. Cat's Wing by Tony Moly. It's a powder, very, very nice. And I have a little finishing brush from Real Techniques, because I just kind of go over and just do a little bit of something. I find it to be a little bit nicer to do it with a brush than with the pad. I have so much stuff on this chair next to me now. I can't even believe how much I fit in here. I have 4 lip pencils. Is that necessary? Marvellous Moxie by Bare Minerals in Pumped, which is a nude colour. I have the Essence Long Lasting Lip Colour in Plum Cake. I have the Lasting Finish Rimmel in Indian Pink. And Maybelline Colour Drama in With Coral, which looks like this. They are the lip pencils. I have 5 lipsticks. One, oh, something was attached to this one. One is this one from Burberry, which I hate actually, it's horrible. It is really, really not nice for bleeding. And that's called Bright Poppy. I have this Tom Ford one, which is insane. Tom Ford matte lipsticks are the nicest lipsticks ever. They're ridiculous. They're nearly £40. I'm not sure, are they cheaper in the States? Because I'm kind of hoping that they are. If they are, I'm going to get another one because it's just so nice. One of my favourite lipsticks of all time. And this one's called Pussycat. It's this kind of like nudie mauve colour. Love it. Mauve, mauve, mauve. I'm going with mauve. Craving Coral matte lipstick from Maybelline. Faux, one of my favourite colours of lipstick of all time. I just, actually, probably if I had to narrow it down, this is my favourite lipstick of all time. Faux from MAC. And then Raspberry Pi Revlon Lip Butter. I actually went through my lipsticks yesterday and threw away a ton of stuff and, excuse me, categorised them by colour instead of by brand, which is a novel thing for me to do, but makes so much sense. I used to like to put all my MAC lipsticks together, but when I'm actually going to get a lipstick, I'm finding that I'm not using, especially my MAC ones, because going through and you have to remember what they look like, you just don't. And so I'm not using them when I should be using them because I don't know what the colours are. So I've separated them all by colour. Maybe I'll show you that in another declutter video. Last 2 products I have, the melted lipstick from Too Faced in Melted Fuchsia, and I have the Baby Lips from Maybelline. I don't know, it's clear. So I have this just as a lip balm in my bag. So that's quite a lot of lip products in one's handbag, isn't it? Probably, some might say, too many lip products. Then right in the very bottom of my bag I had the little bits of rubbish. One of the bits of rubbish is actually half of my nail polish, which is obviously pinged off in my bag, so that's nice. I'm going to take this opportunity to clear out my bag and throw all that rubbish away. But inside the bag it looks like this, you know, full of rubbish now. Could probably do a little hoover out. Then I've got a little pocket which I put the makeup bits in. There, which has got the kind of Alexander Wang label. This is all nylon-y, very different material to the Rocco that I had. That one was all cotton on the inside. This is nylon, which means you can actually wash it. So I could take a cloth, a wet cloth to this and wash all the inside, which is great for someone like me who's messy. Then also, I'm just gonna have to throw away the stuff in my hand. Okay, then on one side, let me find out which side it is. It's that side. On one side of the bag, it's got hidden pockets. So that side and that side. I believe they are two separate pockets. I don't even think I've ever opened them. Let's see. Whoa, talk about a zip that's difficult to get into. Yeah, they are two separate pockets, which is madness. So you can kind of keep secret things in there. I don't know. Might be genuinely useful while we're in America. With us being in a city, it might be actually useful to keep like some cash or whatever it might be in that little pocket in case, I mean, I suppose if someone stole the bag I'd be screwed either way, but if someone stole my purse or kind of pickpocketed me, they wouldn't be able to pickpocket that, which is kind of a hidden pocket. It's not obvious from either side. There is a pocket there until you kind of open it and you can see a hidden zip. So it's, you know, from a security angle it's pretty good. And then I'll show you what it looks like on. I must admit that's really a lot more difficult to zip up when there's nothing in it, because there's no structure to it at all, and so you're trying to do it but it's not holding itself in such a way that you can zip it up, if that makes any sense. Whereas when it's flat, I've known people buy this bag and immediately send it back because they thought the zip was too difficult to use. I would just say put some stuff in it first, because I found that way more difficult to zip up just then than when I normally use it. So this is what it looks like on. It's like with nothing in it, can be totally flat. It's like got no structure to it whatsoever, very kind of squashy, and then it gets quite barreled out as and when it's full. The thing that I didn't think I was going to like about this bag most of all when I got it was my other one. The handles over time have become like this, and I like that look. I like that kind of like slouchy, droopy look, and these ones did not want to seem to droop in the same way. I don't know if it's just because when it was brand new I tried to kind of train them to go down and they didn't want to, and as I use this, potentially they will droop because the leather will get softer as I use it. We'll see. I mean, already that kind of feels like it could be trained to go down if you wanted it to be now. But I really quite like the look of it with the handles up, which is, having had this now, I feel like more of an affinity with the smaller fillet limb, the Pashley, with the handles up because of this. I never thought I would like this style of bag on the shoulder, but I actually really do. So that's kind of something to note if you were not into that. It's going to take a while before potentially you could train those handles to go down, but I actually quite like it. And I find that I use this quite a lot. Like getting in and out of the car, I'll just pick it up and I'll carry it like that. You can carry it cross-bodied. On me, I mean, I have the world's shortest body, so I may not be the best example. My body is like this. I do seriously have a hilariously short torso, but on someone else, this may be way too short to do crossbody. I don't know. I think this is as short as I can make or as long as I can make the strap rather, so that might not work for you, but it works really well for me. And if you have a hilariously short torso like me, then it might work for you too. This is what still absolutely has me enamoured with the bag. The very shiny rose gold hardware against the black leather, I just love so much. And I've used this, I don't baby it at all. There are scratches on the bottom. If I kind of started inspecting them too much, I'd probably cry. But I can't be precious with my stuff. And at a glance, they're still all really shiny. I can see scuffs, I can see parts where even the rose gold has worn away, but I don't really care about that. And if you do, you probably won't put it down in the places that I would. Like I put it down on the floor, and I feel like I have to have bags that are durable enough for me to be able to do that. If you've got 2 children and one of them needs their shoes tying and one of them needs, it's not always convenient to think, oh, where do I put my bag before having to do that thing? And I'm the kind of person that needs to be able to put a bag wherever I put it, if you know what I mean. I mean, I've been with people and I've put other bags on the floor and they've been, oh my God. I'm just like, I can't be that way. As much as it's a beautiful thing, a bag still needs to be a functional thing for me. And that's something that's always, like, my holy grail of handbags. I know there's like the Birkin and all that stuff, but I don't really do it for me. The holy grail of handbags for me is the Chanel classic kind of flat bag. But I just feel like that has to be babied, and it's going to see every single, even with the caviar leather that's kind of slightly rougher, it's going to see the marks, and I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to want to put it down on the floor. I'm not going to get as much use out of it as the price tag warrants I should, because I don't baby things. So I still do look for things like the Philip Lynn, like this, that has that hard wearing leather that honestly, down the line, is still going to look really, really great, even when you've just so that's that. That's my kind of review, what's in my bag, all that stuff. I may do one down the line where I show you how it wears. If you want to see a comparison with the other one that I have, then I can do that for you as well. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's useful for those of you that are thinking about getting this bag. I do have a whole playlist, if you're interested, on my channel page of kind of bags and shoes if you want to see more of those from me, more of kind of hauls, first impressions, reviews, stuff like that. Then you can see that there. But otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!